Before we actually begin Shurley Grammar, we need to do some basic review. I'm fairly certain that all of you have learned the 4 different types of sentences before, but we need to review them because we're going to be using these over and over and over again when we classify sentences. So very quickly, I'm going to have you complete this worksheet at home, but for right now, I'm going to complete it with you. And so the first sentence type that we have, it is the most popular. If I had to guess, I would say probably 80% or more of our sentences fall into this particular category. And so the first type of sentence is a declarative sentence. And in Shurley Grammar, we abbreviate that with a capital D. And the basic description for a declarative sentence is a declarative sentence makes a statement. It's pretty easy. And the end mark for a declarative sentence, there is only one, and so the end mark is a period. So just do it like that. You can abbreviate this any way you want. I'm not collecting these papers, but you are responsible for this information. So what you need to know is you need to know a declarative sentence is abbreviated in Shurley Grammar with the letter D, and I would prefer the capital letter D just because it's really easy and distinctive for me to recognize. You need to know that a declarative sentence makes a statement, and you need to know that the end mark is always a period. The second sentence type that we will learn this year is an exclamatory sentence. And in Shurley Grammar, we abbreviate that with an EX, exclamatory sentence. And an exclamatory sentence, in essence, is a sentence that shows strong feeling. And it's very easy to recognize an exclamatory sentence because an exclamatory sentence ends with an exclamation point. So an exclamatory sentence shows strong feeling, and it is abbreviated with the letters EX. The third sentence that you will learn and that we will utilize in the question-answer flow is called the imperative sentence. The imperative sentence will be abbreviated by using the letters IMP, and it will be very important that you use those 3 letters, that you don't abbreviate it any shorter than that. So IMP for an imperative sentence, and an imperative sentence gives a command. Whoops. So you would recognize easily an imperative sentence by sit down, be quiet, please shut the door, that kind of thing. And an imperative sentence is the only type of sentence there can actually be 2 different end marks to distinguish it. And basically the end mark is showing the reader how to express the statement that's being made. So an imperative sentence that is kind and polite, like please sit down, will utilize a period. However, if it is an imperative sentence that, for example, if in class I have said something like please be quiet about 3 or 4 times, I might become a bit frustrated. And instead of ending my imperative sentence with a period, I might say something like be quiet, in which case I would end it with an exclamation point. So there are only 2, this is the only sentence that has 2 different end marks that are associated with it. And our last kind of sentence, which will be the last sentence that we will learn to classify in Shurley Grammar, is what is called the interrogative sentence, and that is abbreviated by INT. And if you have watched any kind of crime shows on television, you know that when they have captured a suspect, they take the suspect in for interrogation. And what they're doing, basically, in an interrogation is they are asking the suspect various questions. You know, where were you on the night of the crime? What were you doing? Do you have alibis? Etc., etc. So an interrogative sentence, in essence, asks a question. and interrogative sentences are very easy to identify because there is only one punctuation mark at the end of that sentence, and that of course would be a question mark. So very quickly, the information that you will be responsible for is there are 4 types of sentences. There is a declarative sentence, which makes a statement, an exclamatory sentence, which shows strong feeling, an imperative sentence, which gives a command, and an interrogative sentence, which asks a question.